Alright, this video is on the Danbury Mint Sears Tower, and it's interesting because I haven't been able to find any videos on this at all, and it's really hard to find any information online. But this was released in 2005, and what I ended up doing, by the way, you can see these yellow lights. They did paint it so that it did indicate lights, but I wanted kind of a little effect where the yellow lights are on there. I've seen a lot of the pictures of the Sears Tower, but I just think this building, I love this building, and I'm from Chicago. I was born in Chicago. I've been inside this building and to the top, the sky deck, several times as a kid. I had an opportunity to go back in 2005, 2006. Yeah, it was 2006, I think. And we missed our connecting flight because our plane was late. They were de-icing the plane from where it came from, and it delayed, and so we weren't able to make it in to O'Hare Airport in time, so that it was too late, and then we had to drive up to Wisconsin. So that was kind of a bummer because my wife was with me and I wanted to take her with me, but we did drive by it, and I do have that on video. I just think the Danbury Mint has done the best job on the Sears Tower. And just the history of it being at one point the tallest building in the world, and then even when they started building other taller buildings, ended up being still the tallest building in the U.S. And now I think technically the One World Trade Center with its antennas is taller than the Sears Tower, but the height of the actual building is not. So I've got that building too, but before I show that, getting back to these lights, these are just stickers, so I can easily remove them, and I applied them actually I found a essential oil bottle from Plant Therapy, and you can see I just cut out squares, and that's all I did, and I just put them on here and placed them. So it gives it that effect, but I could always take those off, no problem. It doesn't affect anything, because it's a sticker, it's not paint. But I like that look. And Modern Marvels has a good documentary on this. It's almost 45 minutes long. I love that show in general. And they do a good background of this and where the company Sears was at the time when they decided to build this. It wasn't going to be the tallest building, but they were so close. When they were discussing building it, the builders had said, hey, why don't we just go ahead and shoot for the sky here, and make it the world's tallest building because we're almost there. It's 110 floors. It's the rectangular cube designed tubular construction, which was popular, but they did it differently. So up to 50 floors, it stops, and there's 9 tubes, they call them. So 2 of them stop at the 50th floor, 2 more stop at the 66th floor, and 3 more tubes drop off at the 90th floor, leaving only 2 more to the top, which is 110 floors total. And the only thing is, I believe this is the entrance, that them putting the plaque on it so that you would naturally, put it so that you'd want to see the plaque, but you're not getting the dimension of the building, the beautiful building, all the pictures you see. I just don't understand why they still wouldn't have put the plaque here or on this side. Because there's other art here, and I even then, if that's not the entrance there, and this is the official entrance. Man, you just don't do this building justice. People putting on the shelf like that. I wouldn't. I showcase it like this from this side. So going back to the other buildings I have One World Trade Center, and they ended up building this to, you can see it's really dusty, 1776, the year the nation was born. That was on purpose. But it's 1776 with the antenna. So the building, this isn't to scale, but the building technically is not as high, it's not as many stories as the Sears Tower. With the antenna, it's taller. And then I have, let's see, the World Trade Center buildings. I got this long before too, and someone had, it wasn't me, but someone had messed with, oh, Nadine let me have one of her old, I got this tip online, one of her old makeup brushes to dust this. And this is a perfect little duster. I mean, you can see the dust coming off. But that antenna got broken, which is annoying, but you know, look how dusty that is. I gotta clean these. So I got this one first. After September 11th, they did a commemoration. Then they came out with this, and I snatched that up. So I've got the certificates and boxes for these. This one I got used on eBay, and it has been so hard to find a Sears Tower. I have a search set up on eBay, and it'll pop up once every year, maybe once every 2 years. This time last year it popped up, but when it did, that was from a saved search. It showed me that it was listed at like 3 in the morning, my time. So by the time I even tried, it was gone. I was like, oh my gosh, that, and prior to that, it had been like 2 years since it popped up. That one that popped up a few years back, yeah, 2 years ago from last year, so about 3 years from today, was an auction one. Oh, this is all dusty, because I know this isn't dusty. I cleaned it yesterday. But that one from 3 years ago was an auction, and I bid on it, and that got up to $500. These things, there's others I found that sold at over 600. That did have a certificate. This one doesn't, so I got it used, and I think it's in great shape. But if I do find another one, I still have my search on, and I get this thing and with a certificate, I think I'll buy it and end up selling this one. But if I don't ever find another one, I am very content with this. This is awesome. I don't need the certificate. I don't display them. I keep them in their box anyways. So I reached out to Danbury Mint because I had bookmarked the page for this building when they had it on their website, and then they took it down, and I just noticed that when I looked for it. So I reached out to them. I sent them an email, and I got 2 replies because the first email I sent them, I forgot to send them the bookmark link. So then I sent them another email. Well, when they respond, they get that ticket or whatever, that email. The first lady responded, and she was so nice. What was her name? Kristen? Crystal? It wasn't Crystal. I think it was Kristen. And I'm going to show you here in a second. She gave me the picture of the actual marketing brochure for this building, and when they released it and how much it cost back then. It was like $66. So that was the first email. Then I got another response from, I still even have the little plastic thing that I haven't lifted, which I won't. This one too. I haven't lifted that one. then the second response was from a different customer service rep that just said, "Oh, sorry, we removed it." And I was like, but man, that first rep was so awesome to do what she did. Here it is. She says, "Good morning, Nick. Unfortunately, our website only displays our current offerings. It does not provide a link that provides information and pictures of previous offerings. What I can tell you is that this item was offered between October 2005, which I didn't realize, and June 2006. So it didn't even run a full year. It was 13 inches tall, which is what this fine print down here says, and made of cold cast porcelain. The price was $66.50. They're going for hundreds, 500, 600 easily. I was able to find a picture. I got mine for $250, was it? And I know I could have sent a best offer, but there's no way I was waiting too long. I'm like, I'm grabbing it. It's still available. So that was very cool that she gave me this. This is like the official picture of the building. And then you can see it's a nice picture in the background of it lit up with the yellow lights, which is why I like that. I noticed on here they do have some grayed out windows, and then they've got lighter windows, maybe to.
So it ran almost
that
a
they
full
did
year.
that, but I think it gives it a little bit more pop. It's a little too yellow, but it gives it more pop. Displaying it like that and seeing those lights. I don't know if the camera's picking that up since I'm actually behind the window right now. Not probably a good spot. But this building, okay, it technically opened in May 1973. So we're coming up next year in May on a 50-year anniversary. I'm going to email Danbury Mint back and say, hey, can you guys do like a re-release or a 50th year anniversary or something special? That would be really nice. So hopefully they do or someone else does, but I like this size. It's not too big. I wish these were all to scale because I believe the John Hancock building came before. Yeah, it did. It was built before the Sears Tower, and it was right around the time that the World Trade Center buildings went up. The John Hancock and I believe the World Trade Center buildings were erected around the same time, and the World Trade Center buildings were taller. These were the tallest building in the world, was the tallest building in the world. And when they got done with the Sears Tower, according to a guy that was being interviewed in Modern Marvels, he said that see, this brush is perfect. I got this tip from some guy that had die-cast models, and it does brush them off. And it's delicate, you're not gonna, even these little flags I can dust and not worry. But there was a rumor saying that they were going to expand some of the floors and renovate the World Trade Center to make it the tallest building in the world, because Chicago is the skyscraper capital. It had the first skyscrapers in the U.S., and then they had the world's tallest building. But it's kind of sad to hear of the story of Sears. Sears was just going gangbusters. They were like what Amazon is today. And, J.C. Penney's and what was Montgomery Ward's, I guess, was their main competitors, and they were leading them by a big margin. And then Walmart started nipping at the heels of Sears along with Kmart. But now you look at them, it's like Sears is gone. When they had this built, it was built for growth, but they apparently, according to Modern Marvels, Sears never occupied 100% of the building. They got to maybe 80%, and now, of course, it's Willis Tower, changed from what are they? Willis is an insurance broker, and they're pretty huge. But the history and everything is really neat, and hopefully, this might be the first video on YouTube. I have not seen the Danbury Mint Sears Tower anywhere on YouTube, and you can find everything on YouTube. Oh, I just noticed that little chip. That is a chip. but not bad. This is in good condition. The antennas look good. Um, I've been putting like a little rubber band to kind of straighten them out, and that's what helping. And technically, the antenna, which is the taller kind of scoping one on this side, does look like it, like from this standpoint, you can kind of see the little dent, like it got banged up and it got straightened out. There, you might be able to see it. So, like I said, this is in great condition. I'm satisfied, and if I never get another one, I am totally good with this. But if I can get my hands on a new one or one with a certificate, I would try to do that within reason. So I'm going to clean these ones up. But this is my collection, and just love these buildings. Love, love, love skyscrapers. Love the World Trade Center. Sears Tower's absolute favorite. I would love to, you know what, I don't even know if they have a John Hancock, if Danbury Mint even did one. But I've got some other nice Sears Towers here where this one is actually really nice. This is a Danbury Mint Titanic, by the way. That one was really cool. This is a real baseball that I caught at a game. But this one is special because this one is from my Grandma Fern. And she had a lot of the knickknacks that I was able to have. And it's funny because you look at this one right here on eBay. All of these, it's the mold. These antennas are crooked. And I hated that. So I got myself needle nose pliers delicately, because these will break. And this one didn't. And I straightened those little things out. And now they are good and straight. Bugs the heck out of me that they're all molded like that. So I straightened that one out. That's from my Grandma Fern. And this one is awesome. This is like $6 or $8 that I got on eBay. And this one is really not, I mean, for $6, $8, this looks nice. This is perfect. So, love, love, love the Sears Tower. And the two guys, what was the name? Graham and Con. Con was the engineer. Graham was the architect of the Sears Tower. They also both got done doing the John Hancock. So the John Hancock was first. Then the Sears Tower came out. So it opened in 73, but technically the construction wasn't completed until the following year in 74. I don't know what month, but in May 73 it opened officially to tenants. And so that's a little history. I'll clean these up a little bit. I've got a lot of different die cast models that I'm proud of, and I got my 747 up there, FedEx, my RC stuff. But man, I finally got the Sears Tower, and I love this thing. It looks so good. Like I said, the only complaint would be that they put that plaque there, and I just feel like that plaque needs to be on one of these two sides, this side or the other side. But like I said, I do think it's the entrance. But still, you know, who displays it like that? But even then, that looks cool too. So that's, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll get a little closer look. Do this with the camera. If the camera's getting this, this is the ground level here. And then, oh, here's the under side here, underneath the bottom. So made in China. They paint them. I guess they're hand painted. Sears Tower, the Danbury Mint. And like I said, this is right now maybe the only video that's going up on YouTube. But look at that. Just gorgeous building. Always, always have loved that thing. So I did get a chance when I visited New York. I went to the Empire State Building, went on top. And it was at night. Now they have the Chrysler Building. That would be, I love the Chrysler Building. I don't know. I liked the Empire State Building. Never loved it. But I think I would definitely want to get that. And the Danbury Mint makes that one too. So maybe I'll do that and set up a shelf where I just have the tall buildings, because look at this, looks awesome. And so that's it. That's my video, and just wanted to at least add this since I haven't seen any others out there. And I'll see if I can maybe keep on collecting, add to my collection. Love these tall buildings. All right, I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to say with the history that I can remember. And star wide shot. And oh, you know what? Yeah, did I show the top? Yeah, I did. So that's the top. Okay, so just that angle right there is so awesome. Love that angle. And if the plaque was right there, it'd be perfect. So star wide shot, and we are now out. Alright, so I got them all cleaned up, dusted off, used the vacuum really carefully, and then I used the brush. Like I said, this brush is perfect. It goes right in between little roads there. It's really gentle, and works really, really good. So these are the three that I have. I bought this one from Danbury Mint, so I've got the certificate in the box. I bought this one from Danbury Mint, got the cert. This one used on eBay. The Titanic was brand new from Danbury Mint, and I got the certificate in the box for that one too. So I just wanted to get a closer look here of the other buildings now that I got them cleaned off. So this is September 11th, 2001. And I do have, yeah, you can see maybe the little bubble. I still have the little thing on, the little plastic on over that. We will never waver. We will not tire. We will not falter. And we will not fail. Peace and freedom will prevail. President George W. Bush. So this is neat because I did get a chance to visit also the World Trade Center. Not only the Empire State Building, but I didn't get to go inside. And oddly enough, it was the year, almost to the day, that it came down. I was there September 30th, like late September. And it was the year before, it was 2000. And I've got it on video. I've got it just showing the outside of the building and everything. And it was too late or something. I didn't get to go inside, or I didn't have enough time or something, but I just got the outside of the building in Manhattan. And then, of course, the One World Trade Center, which is where you see how they memorialized where the spots were of the World Trade Center. So this one says to honor and remember those who lost their lives on February 26, 1993 and September 11, 2001, a tribute to the enduring spirit of freedom. So doesn't have little model numbers, but I think that's on the certificate, maybe, if there's a model for these. But again, this is really good and detailed. I mean, little trees and things around it. I haven't been back since they erected this building. Oh yeah, you know what? Let's look at the bottom of the World Trade Center. Twin Towers commemorative, the Danbury Mint. And of course my favorite. So this is what I'm using right now to just kind of bend the antennas back. And it's working. It's keeping them in place. Tighten it up, but they're pretty straight. As you can see, Sears Tower. So there you go. That's my collection. Like I would love to get the Chrysler Building. The Chrysler Building stands like 8 inches tall or something like that, and it lights up. It has an actual. It comes with a plug. It's got little light bulbs, and that inside of the building lights up, which is just awesome. So when I was at the top of the Empire State Building when I was visiting New York, um, of course you get to see the skyline there. And I got to see the Chrysler Building, which was neat. But I didn't go by there. I didn't have a lot of time when I did visit New York, but I did get to go outside of the World Trade Center. Went to go inside the Empire State Building and saw the Chrysler Building from afar. And then, like I said, I was born in Chicago, so I'd been able to go inside the Sears Tower several times as a kid. And so that is that. So I'll get these set up. And like I said, I would like to get the Chrysler Building added to this. And that's the only thing here is that broke off. Someone was accidentally broke that piece. And I had that little piece somewhere. I was going to glue it back on. And now I lost it. So, but that's my collection, so that's it. I wanted to add that to my video. And star wide shot. And we are out.